So just came back from the Doi and went up to Doi Peru. Had a great discussion with some of the crew up there. Oh, maybe it was 3 or 4 hours. It was a long time. Just came and working near this, and it was a great conversation. It started off a little bit heated. No, there was a little bit of aggression from one person, but it all simmered down. We had a really good chat. And I did get to resolve some conflict and apologise to some people and offer my apologies to some people who didn't want it. I won't mention any names in this video. I'll turn off the comments, turn off the ratings, just so it's not like a little high school drama thing. But I do genuinely think that the community here in Chiang Mai community, the crew, the vegans, the cyclists, you know, call them the cult, call them the haters, call them the lovers, call them whatever you want. They're vegan cyclists here in Chiang Mai. They love what I've told about the place. They've come here, they've said, yeah, you're right, this is a great place for training and living and eating, and it's got good rides, it's good training, it's a good spot. I first came to Chiang Mai in December 2010, so we've come here for, you know, since 7 years ago, and it's a really good spot. So today we had a really fast time on the Strava. That was pretty cool. That was, you know, there's a bit of banter at the end, and it was good, and I played a little game with someone, and it was good. The fast time was posted today, and it looked like there was no motor pacing, there was no cutting corners, so it looked like a legit time. So kudos to the time it was done this morning. Now, we did get some resolution done with some people, and I apologise to some people, and I apologise to my audience now for the people who have seen my antics and the way I've carried myself, you know, getting angry at people on the mountain, or, you know, grabbing people, or all this stuff. And I'm looking back now, it's just like, it was wrong. I'm sorry. And I'm looking at ways to make it better. Now, some people will take that apology and say, yeah, you know, I give you the compassion during rider. I'm a vegan as well. I'll give you that compassion. I understand that you're just human, you make mistakes, and part of being human, part of being vegan is giving compassion to people who do sincerely wish to apologize. That's part of being vegan. Now, I understand there's people out there who just want to hate me forever. They want to hate me for YouTube views. They want to hate me for ebook sales. They want to hate me for whatever reason they want to hate me for, and that's cool. I'm at peace with that. You know, I can't control everyone. You can't control everyone's mind. You can only control your own mind. So we had a good discussion up the door this morning for about 4 hours, and what did I learn from that? I learned that, again, violence is never the answer. I mean, maybe violence can apply if you're getting robbed or burgled or stuff like that, but in violence in a community, especially a vegan community, it's just never the answer. You know, it creates more violence, and, you know, there's retaliation stuff, and it just never ends. It never ends. I also learned that some things are better left to the police, you know, and I do have some, hopefully not, but I guess I will have to take some people to court. Hopefully I don't have to do that. Hopefully we can resolve it and stop warring with each other. Hopefully we can come to that. Also learned that, you know, your body language and your tonality, and if you shout, other people shout, and if you stop shouting, other people stop shouting. Eventually they will. You know, so give to people what you want back. Give respect if you want it back, and let people talk if you want to talk as well. Often there was a bit of a talk over each other, so eventually that stopped, and we had a really good positive group at the end, and we had quite a large group at the start because there was a bit of drama and people were filming, and it's just like, oh, you know, electric vibe and stuff like that. But eventually a lot of people walked off, rode back, got breakfast, maybe got airplane tickets, whatever, and eventually there was just a small bunch of us there. So I think we did resolve a lot with a lot of people. And I think the division, you know, the Duran Rider hater team, the Duran Rider fan team, I think there's going to be more like community stuff, and this was why I put this event on here in Thailand. You know, this is why I've been putting it on. This is why I do it for free, and I will do a paid event next year, and that I'll do a little paid stuff. If people want that little one-on-one coaching, I can do that. But I still believe in the power of free community events where it's large groups, larger than 10 people, you know, 20, 30, 500, 1,000. You know, I do believe in that power, and keeping it pure, keeping it non-financial. I mean, there's a place and time for paid events, I agree, but when it's, I put this event on because I see the joy in people's eyes. They ride their bike up the door, they're meeting people, they go to the restaurants, and they can choose their restaurants. They go to Happy Cow, and there's like 20 different vegan restaurants in Thailand. Chiang Mai, sorry. This is probably 1,000 or 10,000 Thailand, a lot. So that's my payment. I get to see that, and get to see couples forming, you know, and I get to see some of these couples breaking up, and I get to see what, and that's my payment. And it's not about the ego. I mean, you know, every single day people stop me on the street and take a selfie or whatever. It was funny today because during our debate discussion, someone came up and said, "Hey, you're doing right?" You know, it was quite tense. You could cut the air with a knife, and someone, a viewer, YouTube fan viewer, came up and said, "Can I get a selfie? Can I get a chat?" And that was really cool. And it happened twice in the Doi today as well. So And I love that. I love when people come up and say, "G'day, want a selfie, share this story, you know, tap fist, whatever." I really get off on that. But that's the novelty of that has worn off. Even though I'm very grateful for it, it's not what I get out of bed for every day. I get out of bed today because I want to grow that vegan movement, and I'm always looking for feedback. And I think you die as a person when you no longer want to grow, when you're no longer looking for a way to make things better for yourself, other people, for everyone around you. You know, have more fun, have more dedication, more gratitude, more commitment, more veganizing of the planet, you know, more vegan meals served, you know, it's just fantastic. So when people see us, our community here in Chiang Mai that I've created, you know, and when I see the outlook is looking in, the Thais or the online, they see us fighting on the doi and all this shit, and I'm just thinking, fuck man, I've fucked up big time, this is wrong, you know. So there's ways to resolve conflict that don't need to resort to violence, you know. Maybe you can go to lawsuits and shit, but even then I hate that, because, you know, it's just all fake shit, money, you know, it's just all wrong. So there's ways to resolve it. The best way is to talk to people one-on-one. Another way I encourage people, if you have a problem with me, come one-on-one, you know. And you get the dog pile, you get the gang pack mentality, you get the lynch mob. I mean, today it was me talking with started with maybe 15 people. And then it was 12 people, and then 10 people, and then the last bit we had maybe 7 people. You know, so it was good. I just felt, you know, safe to just go up and just share my feelings, be upfront and honest, not hide anything. People ask me questions, so I'm straight up. What I was thinking, what the deal was, and I was at peace where I didn't have to feel that people had to agree with my opinion. You know, I could share my opinion, they could share their opinion, but we didn't have to agree, and we didn't have to get angry or have a hate, and we don't even have to like each other, but we can still get along. You know, we can still have banter up the doi during a race or on a bit of straw, but more of a positive banter, a banter that when the outsiders see that, the noobs or the non-vegans see that, they're like, oh, that's just sort of bit of trash, it's all cool, versus like nasty shit, you know, slander and allegations and all that stuff. And I said to a couple of people, I said, look, I'll take down everything on YouTube, Tumblr, Facebook, anything you see, I'll delete it, clip, done, and all I expect is you to do the same for me. And most people didn't want to do that. They wanted to keep the drama going, and I'm here to stop the drama. You know, I really want to stop it because it's cancerous to the community. People are like, oh, you want to stop it because you're sick shipping, your ship is sinking. And I'm like, well, you can have that opinion for sure, but it's either way, no one can disagree with me that drama like this level drama is cancerous. There's different drama of like, you know, just banter, but when it's like that real, you know, just, you know what I'm talking about. It is cancerous to the community. People don't want to be inspired by it. The best form of activism, in my opinion, based on my experience being vegan for 16 years, you know, I used to do that. I used to go to protests. I've fucking done some criminal shit. I can't talk about the internet. You know, I've done some people I used to hang out with, got some serious charges against them, and I got away. So I've done that sort of activism, and while it feels good in the moment, you feel like an ALF person, and that was probably good in the 80s. In 2017, the best form of activism is social media, it's YouTube. It's showing people how fun and easy and tasty the vegan lifestyle is, alright? So that is the best form in my opinion, based on my experience. People can disagree with me, and I'm not gonna like club heads with them anymore. You know, that's their opinion, that's their experience. Like, if you chase everyone around the planet who doesn't agree with you, you become a fit motherfucker chasing everyone, but you will be not very, very effective at all. You'll be efficient at chasing people, but you won't be effective at converting people or helping people on the path already. So that's my dedication, is that I'm willing to resolve any drama with anyone, but I'm also not going to sit back and let people slander me with serious shit and defame me and stuff like that. So we'll go the court route with that, you know. But otherwise, I've just lost all drive to engage immaturely like I have in the past, and I apologise to people for getting involved with that. You know, I'm a pretty spontaneous guy, I'm a very public guy, I'm very transparent, so I'm not scared of sharing my anger or my frustration or feelings of hurt, which generally inspire feelings of anger. You know, I helped out lose people, and then they turn around and stab me in the back, and I feel hurt, and I just lash out, and it's not the best way to do things, and especially in the public eye. You know, I've got over 300 million views on YouTube total, and so when, you know, people hear that you're that sort of person, like, oh my god, like, you know, this is crazy, and it just isn't good when you're representing veganism. So maybe if you're a Kardashian, it's okay, but when you're trying to represent a positive lifestyle, a lifestyle that everyone on the planet needs, it's just cancerous. It's eroding of what you're trying to do, and I really get that now. And I'm the true believer in the universe gives you people in your life, gives you situations in your life every single time. You got to take, you got to grab hold of that and take advantage of that and learn the lessons in it. And so today was really good because I was just like, oh, I'm just gonna confront. I'm gonna try to do a positive and just totally transparent, honest, open. Relaxed body language. Just let people, feel comfortable sharing. I shook hands with a few people, apologized to some. We made some rules for each other, and other people just didn't want to apologize. They want to keep the drama going. They want to, expose doing it or whatever, and they can keep doing that. But I'm just done with chasing these people down the street and all that sort of stuff. And what I'm focusing for next year is just building my community in Chiang Mai even bigger. The community, the vegan community. And some people say you shouldn't have leaders, and I'm like, I hear where you're coming from, and I recommend those people should do an event with no leaders, in a different place, different location, or whatever. Just start up a new event from scratch with no leaders. But you're gonna have to have a leader, because otherwise people will be smoking cigarettes, people will be drinking alcohol, people will be fighting each other, whatever. So if there's no leader, then who's the person who sets the tone for what should be done, what's good behavior? I mean, you go to some people's YouTube channels, their biggest hitting videos, or some of the most popular, is in them trashing me. My biggest hitting videos is like world's biggest hit, talking about veganism and dairy products and how they can give you acne. Or talking about some vegan stuff. You look at my biggest hitting videos, man, millions of hits. I've got one with like 11 million views. It's like a Vine compilation. Uncle Chester wearing a vegan shirt. So it's like, there's some people with the biggest hitting videos are just, Duran Rider hit me, or Duran Riders, I cut ties with Duran Rider, whatever. It's like, that's not vegan activism. Sure, that'll get you some Duran Rider haters to watch your shit, but all you're doing is you're creating cancer in the vegan movement. You're eroding it. You're just eroding the positive vibe when you engage in that stuff. And I've engaged that stuff by retaliating, responding to people, and I never ever start it. People start stuff with me, and then I'm like, I've got to respond, I've got to fight back. I've got to clear my name, because if you just ignore it, it's like, in my brain, maybe it's not working properly, but I feel if you deny something, not deny, if you don't retaliate or respond, then you're guilty of that. Like when Lance Armstrong didn't respond to USADA's investigation, we all knew, like, wow, Lance is not responding, he's just like laying down. It's like, fuck, he wasn't the gas, like I said all along. So I've learned better ways to respond now. There's lawyers, there's better ways, but the best way is to avoid giving people drama to gossip about or to rumor about in the first place. The best way is to just be transparent, as I have always been. Some people talk about my sex life or drug experiments. These things I've all made public. None of this is like hidden stuff. I wish some people didn't mention people's names, because that's just like personal information, or sharing of emails and stuff like that, like email addresses or addresses or postal addresses. That's just like, there's no point doing that. It's really, you're making it personal, man. But let's wrap the video up. Thanks for all your support. I can definitely feel the vibe in Chiang Mai is already better. That was like a big zit just got popped. There's still a couple of little zits there that don't want to go away, but we're not going to keep trying to pop them. We'll just let them be, and eventually they'll just go away and be replaced by something more positive. So that's all you can do, is just, if you make mistakes, offer people your apology, sincere apology, offer them a handshake, say, hey man, I was wrong, I'm sorry, how can I make it better? If they just don't want a part of it, then that's done. You've done your best, you've showed that you're sincere, you want to make things better. If people want to do it, then they obviously want to carry the drama on. But me, I've just lost all that passion, all that drive to keep the drama going. Chiang Mai is better again. It's not let's make Chiang Mai great again. And Chiang Mai today is a better place. We've made some resolutions, we've made some steps forward, and there was a good audience this morning. And so I think we're on the right path again. I think we're making this place a better and better again. There's still always got to be the ghost around here and there, but end of the day, be transparent, be upfront, be sincere, share your opinion, share your experiences. People can take it or leave it. If you can't control other people's minds, man. All you can do is control your own. And I gotta say, just to finish the video, like, how do I feel now? I feel like a massive weight, a massive zit on my back. It's just gone. I feel really I feel more mature. I just feel, I've had altercations like in the past, and you feel drained. Like even with that laptop thing in the police the other week, I felt drained, like 40 watts out of my legs the next day on the TT. But today, I feel really good. Like it felt like it was quite productive, And I think part of that was me keeping my cool at all times and not, calling anyone names too much, and just keeping it more mature. And I think that's definitely the secret. If you're in an altercation, a debate, disagreement, do your best to keep your cool. I even got Tori to grab me a Sprite. You know, she's like my teammate, give me in the ring, just give me a Sprite to keep my shit together. So that's really important. Just keep your water and your sugar going in these debates, these disagreements, these arguments, whatever you call them. But just keep your voice chill, keep your body language chill, and you'll find that those people you're talking with, unless they got a knife, they're probably going to chill out as well. You know, and that way when you're talking quietly, you can listen more because you've got less emotion. When you just all this rage going on, roid rage, terminal rage, whatever you want to call it, when you got that stuff going on, alcohol rage, you can't get anything going on. So in that situation, you best just go, look, let's talk about this later. Right now, none of us in a condition to get much done. We're not going to be productive. At the end of the day, you want to resolve shit, you know, because holding on to hate and drama forever is just, you know, it's just not going to be the way forward, especially for the vegan movement, man. You know, so positive vibes, positive videos. You know, there's a time and place for lawsuits and stuff, but really, you know, strongly recommend avoiding it because you just blow through heaps of money and then no one really wins. The person who wins is the lawyer because they're the one who's cashing out. You know, the damage is done, reputations have been sullied and slandered, but really the biggest winners are the fucking lawyers because they just like, they got deep pockets. Yeah, deep pockets, man. They got fucking backpacks to stash your money with. But unfortunately, some people, that's the only route that you can do to get through to them. You know, that's just, you know, I'm learning that. I'm learning. I'm not an expert with this stuff. I'm learning every day. You know, I might look back in a year's time and go, fuck, that was a bad mistake, just as like I've done now. So, but I'm keen to try new things, try new methods.